This video is for entertainment purposes only. None of the information you're about to hear should be considered medical advice, and you should always consult a licensed medical practitioner before embarking on a health or lifestyle change. Well, good evening, everyone. Just Jason here, back with our Thursday night live stream. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Someone give me a thumbs up if audio is good. StreamYard's telling me it is, but you just never know. It's a busy start to the live stream. Thanks for everyone that's come in already. Been lots of activity while we're getting fired up this week. So yeah, it's great to see everyone here. Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. We're almost at Friday again, which is always a good thing. We had Phase Yoda King Naruto Luffy Goku first in the house in here. Someone over from the Tuber Chat family. It's good to see you. P&J's Homestead Adventures, more good friends from the community over here. We've got 22Q Cat in the house. Good to see you. We got Joe in the house, Reichwin 96. Jaden's in the house. Good to see you, Jaden. We've got Uncle Big Guy. Ruby from Rushing Wind Mountain is here. The Bud Files coming by. Thank you, guys. Good to see you. Lots of great people here tonight so far. What else we got here? Sharon Holloway. It's good to see you, Sharon. So yeah, everyone's saying hi to each other. We've got Jesse Miller Unboxing More in the house. Good to see you. Another great channel if you like seeing unboxings of like monthly subscription boxes and the like. That's what Jessie does on her channel. It's really entertaining. Yeah, and then that P&J's was saying, talking about the song I use for the live stream intro there. I can't remember what exactly it's called, but it is a YouTube song. I think it's called Undeniable. Yeah, it's called Undeniable by Vibe Tracks. So if you're a creator, you can search that song in the YouTube audio library and you can find it there. I like using that song for quite a few things. It's under 4 minutes, so it doesn't fit everything that all the videos I do, but I like to use it whenever I can. We've got Creative Beauty Butterfly in the house. Good to see you. Mr. Pete, Scratch and Pete PA is in the house. Thank you for coming by. Watching on the TV and trying to chat on my phone. Yeah, no, I hear you. I always, quite often use my phone to watch live streams, and it's it's pretty slow not being able to tag people for sure. Well, that's good that you can all hear me. It's a good start to the week anyways. So everyone's just saying hi to each other here, which is good. So what are we saying here? I missing something here. Okay. Frittatas. Yeah, is that what you're doing? We tried the frittata pepperoni and top. Yeah, I had one of those this week too. I have one like every week, basically. It's nice, nice one pan meal kind of thing, which is always good. I don't like working too hard for meals. Yeah, I've got a couple of videos on the channel about frittatas. So yeah, so thank you for everyone showing up early to the live stream. I really appreciate any time you can spend with us when we do these live streams on Thursday nights at 7:30. Trying to keep these consistent. If you've been here before, you might see that I'm starting to add some things to the wall behind me here, get some shelves up, and just trying to be a bit more creative with the set here. I've got some more shelves to sort of put out to the side here so that I can put some more things on them. I just haven't gotten around to actually putting them up yet. They're just IKEA shelves. So really just really simple to put up, but I'm kind of picky about how I get things mounted, and I always like to measure them out and get them, just right. So it takes me a while to get things up there, but one step at a time, one week at a time, trying to make it more professional as we go. So yeah, so this week's topic, if you saw the thumbnail and the title of the live stream, about keto not being for everyone. Really, what I'm trying to bring across with that is that the ketogenic diet specifically isn't really where everybody needs to land on their proper human diet spectrum. I do still believe, though, that following a proper human diet, which consists of real whole foods, is the best way to live. That's just my opinion. Obviously, it's just based on the 5 years of living this lifestyle and my experiences with it. But the proper human diet is there's a big wide range of the way that can look. You don't necessarily have to be super low carb or anything to eat proper foods, if you know what I mean. Like, the closer you can get to single ingredient foods, the better. I would much rather see, like, I don't personally eat grains or sugar myself, but I would much rather see people eating, meats, vegetables, even if they're higher in carbs. I'd rather see people eating whole single ingredient uh, foods for the most part. I think the biggest thing is we need to, and we're all, even I'm still guilty of it, is trying to get away from the processed foods as much as possible. I know it's hard. It's never a 100% thing, especially with me. Like, I'll have Quest chips and stuff like that once in a while, and that's a super processed food. And like, I'm not perfect with it either, but I think if you can increase that percentage of your daily diet being whole single ingredient foods, the better off you're going to be overall with your lifestyle. Um, but again, it all depends on where you are uh, metabolically. We've all seen, and if you've been in the keto space long enough, you've seen, especially influencers on YouTube, that started off as carnivore or keto, or like preaching carnivore, have to do this. This is the only way to live, whatever, right? So, and I've seen it with multiple creators. Um, Over time, things change, and sometimes uh, people's opinions on these kinds of things change. Um, but I think a lot of it has to do, when we get back to what your metabolic health looks like. A lot of times you'll see these people that have changed their mind about keto and carnivore, and that a lot of people, there's specific creators out there that said, oh, you can't eat vegetables, they're bad for you, fruits are no good, and you can't do that. And that was 4 years ago, but today they're, you know have changed their opinion about it. But you also have to look at, A, again, their metabolic health, and B, sort of their, you wouldn't think it would make too much of a difference, but their actual location in the world. One specific creator, he's about as healthy as you can get metabolically. Like, he's not super young, but he's in his 30s. He's in really good shape, super lean, and he lives in like a tropical location. So basically, he's getting fruits and vegetables that are, you know, basically grown on the trees in his backyard. They're not fruits and vegetables that have been shipped, 2,000 miles from where they grow and have had pesticides and stuff like that. So again, I think it's a case by case basis. But ultimately, what I'm saying is, you don't have to follow what is typically known as a ketogenic diet, which is just trying to concentrate on keeping your carbohydrate intake lower throughout the day, so that your body generates ketones for energy. So, like I say, you could be going from a lower carb lifestyle all the way to carnivore. That's where I think we should all aim to be, where we can feel our best. Um, Carnivore is a very, I've tried to do carnivore for a short amount of time, and it's difficult, because you're basically restricting everything you eat to just animal products like beef and pork and chicken and fish and that. So it can get a little bit tiring, that you get some fatigue with it, because you don't have the variety. So that's why I don't go that way with my diet. I feel better, or I feel just fine incorporating vegetables in my diet every once in a while. And I think the majority of people are in the same kind of boat. So let's take a look at what I've missed in the chat here. So everyone's still saying hi to each other. We got Monica Lynn, Alaska My Heart in the house. Good to see you. Another Tuber Chat family member coming over. Together we travel. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Great supporters. You always showing up at the live streams. I really appreciate it. Tiffany, Canadian Family Life is here. I posted a community post, I think yesterday, sharing Tiffany's first chaffle recipe video. She was gifted a Dash Mini that someone won on my monetization celebration live stream. So another Tuber Chat family member won that, and then said that Tiffany could have it. So she's now made a video and released it. She made a garlic bread chaffle, which, I can't believe I've never even thought about doing that, but it looked really good. So I'll have to try that for sure. Yeah, so everyone's saying hello. Chris is here. Good to see you, Chris. That's Tiffany's husband, so it's good to see you. Everyone else is still saying hi here. It was good. That's good. Yeah, it was. It looked good, and it's so simple too. Really, eggs, cheese, and garlic powder. Really, could it be like that? There's nothing complicated about that at all. Just mix it all together and throw it in your Dash Mini if you want. You could take that mixture and put it into like a little 6-inch skillet and make a pancake or fritter out of it, kind of thing. That would be a good way to do it. You could take that if you have a little cast iron skillet or even a bigger one, and you load it up with butter and put that mix in there and give it a flip one time. I'm sure it would turn out really good as well. Actually using the Dash ice cream maker right now. I'm using a protein shake in it, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I've seen those. I haven't tried it yet, but there's lots of neat little gadgets. Like, it's funny, Dash has a full catalog of little appliances that they make. Obviously, they sort of became popular because of the Dash Mini waffle iron. But Yeah, they've got all sorts of other little gadgets. They have one at our local Walmart where it'll make 4 little, egg bite things at a time kinda thing. It's one of those things too where I'd like to have them all, but I just have nowhere to put them. She didn't overfill the chaffle maker. No, she didn't. Yeah. I still do that almost every time too. I don't know what it is, but oh well. Just means a little more cleanup. I was shocked when I didn't. Yeah. Well, you definitely followed instructions quite well on that for sure. The first 5 chaffles were a mess, but yeah, and that's the thing too. Like they may not look the best, but they still always taste good, right? So a lot of times when I'm making the recipe videos, you've seen it in some of them where there's enough for 2 full chaffles, but then what's left over will only make like 3/4 of one. So it looks kind of weird and not fully formed, but it still tastes good. So might as well make it up. Is what I'm saying, basically. Yeah, chaffles are good, and I appreciate everyone that watches these videos. I'm going to continue putting out one video a week with chaffles in it. It does seem to be still fairly popular as far as videos go. The last week's recipe with the cocoa and cocoa and espresso seems to be doing all right. It hit 1,000 views today, so I'm more than happy with that kind of results for a video. So uh, again, but it's all because of you guys watching it that tells YouTube that it's worth putting out there. So I definitely thank you for that. So speaking of Dash Minis again, next week for our live stream, and some of you have already seen, if you're in tuber chat, you've seen the thumbnail for it. We're going to do another sort of celebration live stream, basically to celebrate hitting 2,000 subscribers, but also getting our full monetization on the channel. I don't know if anyone's run across any ads on my videos or my live streams yet, but it is turned on my live streams. And then on the shorter videos, I turn it on after it's been live for 24 hours. But the last 4 weeks have been pretty crazy. We went from 1,300 subscribers to over 2,300 in about 3 weeks. So again, I want to celebrate this with all of you because if it wasn't for you guys watching my videos and commenting, and like the comments are the biggest thing for me. I love to see all the comments and see people excited about trying these kind of things that I'm putting out there. So that'll be next Thursday at 7:30. We won't necessarily limit that one to an hour if people want to hang out longer. If you can see over here, I'll get out of the way. We have 2 more Dash Minis. And these are the same ones that I use in my videos. So they're the red round 4-inch Dash Minis. So at next week's live stream, we're going to be giving those away, sort of the same way we did in the last giveaway live stream. So you'll need to be present at the live stream so that you can comment a certain word to be entered into the giveaway draw. So we'll give those away individually. Unfortunately, I can only send them to Canadian or U.S. residents based on shipping costs at the moment. I don't mind putting out a bit of money to thank all of you guys for helping me get to this point. But if we wind up having to ship it to like Australia or something, it could get a little crazy. So unfortunately, at this point, we'll have to limit it to just Canada and the U.S. But yeah, so we'll give away those Dash Minis next week, and hopefully get 2 more people into the the Chaffel family, as it were. So let's get caught up here. Yeah, it's this whole YouTube thing. It's just crazy. The it's amazing how, and this is why I always try to tell people to, um, if they're a creator, we're all, well, a lot of us are creators here. We just have to stick with it. Like uh, I didn't really do anything too different from week to week, but then for some reason things just started taking off. So I think that's, and I hope for this kind of luck with YouTube for all of us, right? Like we work pretty hard to put out this content. Um, we, if anyone who is a creator knows that it is a lot of work, and it can be disappointing when you don't get a lot of views on a video. Some people don't, that's not really something they really care about. I've always been sort of driven by not necessarily the views. I like the interaction with viewers. So when people comment, because I think anybody can watch a video, but if a video prompts someone to actually leave a comment on that video, I think that says something about the creator and the content that they're putting out there. So basically, all I'm saying is, if you are a creator and you're out there trying to help people and bring them information to inform and entertain, all it takes is one video to change things. In my case, there was 2 videos in a row, 2 weeks in a row that went crazy with 10 and 17,000 views, and it just you know changed my whole outlook on YouTube within a 3-week period. So like I say, just keep grinding, and it's going to happen for all of us for sure. I've got Cheryl's Place in the house. Thank you for coming by. It's good to see you. Everyone's saying hi to each other here. Just picked up 2 new Dash Minis. It's the honeycomb pattern. Cool. Yeah. And if you don't know, the Dash Minis, like the ones that I have here, are just the regular round waffle 4-inch Dash Minis. But there's all sorts of different ones that have. I think you can get one that has like a pumpkin or a heart or even a skull, or like there's one out there that you can buy that has interchangeable elements in it, or the irons. So it's a Dash Mini that has I think it's like 10 different sets of irons. Yeah, I think Reichwin's mentioning that there as well. So yeah, it's I've never seen it here, but I've seen them on Amazon before. Makes sense. Shipping is expensive. It's definitely not cheap. It was weird though. I was expecting Paul and Jason there, that when they won the other Dash Mini that I gave away in that last celebration live stream we had. So I shipped one to Tiffany. She's on the East Coast area, or not the East Coast, but east of me. And then Paul and Jason are in the US. And it also actually turned out to be fairly close in price. But yeah, I can just imagine how much it would be to send it to somewhere like Australia or even the UK. So again, I apologize that I can't open it up to everybody just yet. Hopefully, we'll get to some point where the channel's making enough money that we can afford to do that. But we will hopefully get there one day. And I like giving stuff away, and giving away things like the Dash Mini, I think, just gives people the opportunity to experience what a lot of us are enjoying. Jason's Chaffle cult. Well, yeah, It's funny, like I don't know if it's more just in the tuber chat family. Like a lot of people here are from the small creator community, which is sort of outside of the keto community that Lynn and Joe and Sharon and everyone has come to support me from. Uh, they're always calling me the Chaffle King, which I kind of, it's great and it's flattering and everything. It's just, I just don't know if I deserve that yet. It's just one of those things I feel about that kind of thing. But I just really all I'm trying to do is keep it popular and keep giving other people ideas on how to do things like this. So hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, if you can hit the thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel, gets it out there for more people to see. Again, this week's title and thumbnail were kind of, I didn't want to say that, people couldn't do keto. I don't, I think pretty much anyone can. I just think it doesn't have to land specifically on a ketogenic diet. You can experiment with different aspects of a proper human diet. Like I've got my, wear this for every live stream. I've got my proper human diet shirt on because I do believe that that's the way to live a healthy lifestyle, but it doesn't have to just be keto. It can be a full spectrum of a healthy lifestyle. Thumbs up done on the way in. Thank you, Ruby. Definitely appreciate and agree. And you have the ability to change lives. Yeah. And that's ultimately, again, that's why I started YouTube in the beginning. I wish I had started earlier, but that would have been, if I had started earlier, that would have been more of a personal, selfish type channel. I think, it would have been sort of, oh, hey, I started keto. Let's see what happens, and I would have been putting that journey on display kind of thing. By the time I had started YouTube, I was already, well into my keto lifestyle change. I lost all the weight. So that's when I decided to start YouTube to try and help other people, to bring other stories to YouTube. That's why I've got 30 podcast episodes on the channel with different stories to help anyone. Again, I've said it many times. One person's all we need to help to make this worth it. So, and all of you being here is what helps me help other people. So, and speaking of that, I'm going to be posting it pretty soon, but in 2 weeks' time, so on April 4th for our 7:30 p.m. live stream, we're going to have Paul Maddow. He goes by Defense Wiz on YouTube. He's going to join us live. I did a pre-recorded podcast episode with him a couple of months ago. He's a type 1 diabetic living a ketogenic lifestyle and managing his diabetes with this lifestyle. So he's going to come on the live stream, and we're going to try and get as many people in asking questions so that we can, again, try and help anyone we can with this information, because I think it's important for people to understand that type 2 diabetes, definitely the way to not only manage it but put it in remission, more or less, is ketogenic lifestyle. Type 1, obviously you can't, there isn't a cure, and you can't heal it, but you can manage it with a ketogenic lifestyle. So I'm excited to have Paul back on the channel to give his view on it, and hopefully, we can help some more people with that information. Still new. When we get to 500 subscribers, we will start doing lives and giveaways. Yeah, like you say, I would. My only advice really is and this is just based on what I had wished I had done, because that was sort of I think I was over 500 subscribers by the time they changed the monetization rules. So you were able to get monetized with 500 subscribers, but you still needed 3,000 hours of watch time, right? Um, so I was over 500 subscribers, but I was way off on watch time. So my only advice, and Monica, you're doing great with the channel so far. So I would sort of try and focus on watch time and basically make that your main goal. Get those watch time hours. And I see what you're saying. It's, if you have a schedule of when you want to start doing live streams and things like that, that's great. I would definitely advise that you want to do live streams if you can, if you're comfortable with doing it. But they are a great way to get live or get watch hours every week. Um, because those watch hours, man, they're tough to get. Uh, because they're always going away too, because it's just a 365-day sliding meter basically. So, but like I say, you guys do you, but that's the only sort of advice I would give is don't worry about the subscribers. They'll come along. Just try and get as much content out there consistently, and when you're ready to do it, get on there and start doing live streams, and I think you'll see some really good growth from it. Yeah, he'll get there for sure. And Joe's saying Costco had Dash Mini with 5 plates in them. Yeah, I've seen them on Amazon too. So she saw them. Yep, yeah. So they're on the East Coast. Great way to try and and that's the thing is that chaffles don't have to be keto meal necessarily. Like you can, you know, you can take a chaffle and you could make like Tiffany did. You could make the garlic bread chaffles. So you could put garlic powder in them and some Italian seasoning, any kind of seasoning. You can make two chaffles and then use them for the buns on your burgers, or if you want to make grilled cheese with them, or they're great for things like that. Personally, I wind up just every time I make them for recipes, then I just eat them by themselves. I don't use them as buns or bread, but it's a quick and easy way to come up with and it's not that just you're just replacing the bread with something else. You can make it something unique, to add to what you're having. Ended up buying it. I have another Dash, but got sucked in. Yeah, right. It's so many Dash minis that I've bought so far. Like I say, I started off with the silver one and used it so much that it gave up on me. So I actually took it apart to see what it was like and see if if you're actually able to take it apart to clean the insides of it. Because if anyone that has one knows that it's not exactly 100% easy to clean. Um, but I did take it apart. Not very easy to take. I got it apart, no problem. Putting it back together might have been an issue though. So, but it was pretty much done anyway. So I just didn't even bother. I just got rid of it. Thanks for coming over. Cheryl's Place. Good to see you. Yeah, Joffle Dance. I didn't buy it, went back. Yeah. It's weird. I haven't seen the round ones that we have here. I haven't seen them for a while, and didn't even find them on Amazon for a while there. So it was weird that I went and actually got these from Walmart. The red ones were on sale, so I bought a couple of those. So what are we saying? I wanted to get some of their storage containers, but waited too long. Sold out. Keep buying. Yeah. Oh, what do we? After 30 minutes, protein shake is slush like. Very good, just not ice cream consistency. Well, that's crappy. I know a lot of people here have the Ninja Creamy to make ice cream with. Again, it's I wouldn't use it enough to buy one, so I haven't used one myself. But a lot of people use it to make ice cream using keto chow. That's supposed to be really good, and it does a good job of making ice cream. So still will be tasty on a hot Louisiana day and much healthier. Yeah, sure. You can get a good snack in, and it's full of protein. So you can't definitely can't beat that. Yeah, good to know. So yeah. Oh, okay. So okay, I left, and when I came back in, I had a commercial. So they're on. Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Chris. Hopefully, like I say, I don't want to, bombard people with ads. So, again, if they start getting out of hand, let me know, and I'll see if I can dial them back a bit. Again, just trying to use whatever tools YouTube gives me to bring something into the channel that we can help make more content, and have more giveaways and stuff like that. So I don't have a creamy. I just have an old blender that has a big enough motor to make it soft so rice. Cool. Yeah, that's a good idea too, Joe. I could probably experiment with making ice cream. It's just I don't. It's not something I ever really crave too much. So, but that's good to know. It's okay with me. You get paid for them. Yeah, yeah. I was kind of surprised, and I don't want to get too uh, far into the weeds with stuff like this, but I was kind of surprised with what I've been able to monetize with ads so far. It's making more than I expected it to. So I'm definitely appreciating that for sure. So, like I say, you know, just this last week, I got my first actual payment from YouTube. So that's another exciting thing, I guess. So, you know, hopefully, as the months go by, we can grow, and we can do more giveaways, and get more bigger guests on that can bring information to us. I still have to. I do have memberships activated on the channel. Down, you can see the join button down below there. But I haven't finalized the perks, so to speak, in them. So I got to sit down this week or this weekend and figure that out, so that we can start offering more things as part of the membership. Coastal Waters in the house. Thank you for coming by. That's Mindy. So it's good to see you. I don't think I would use the creamy to. Oh, yeah. This little dash thing will do $20. Yeah. They're definitely, you would want to be using it quite a bit, because they are expensive. Anything Ninja is really expensive, but we all know that the quality is there. So it's just like the barbecue that I bought 2 years ago. I could barely justify the expense of it, but I knew that the quality was there, and that I use the barbecue 2 or 3 times a week, rain, snow, summer, whatever. So I wanted something that was going to last. So sometimes you have to pay the extra money to get something that's going to last and not fail you when you need it. Thank you for that, Tiffany. Like I say, I personally subscribe to YouTube Premium, so I don't even think about ads when I'm watching other channels. So it's kind of one of those things that's not really on my mind all the time. But I do appreciate anyone that watches the ads on the channel for sure. Sorry, I misspelled above. You know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it was fun getting that first payment from YouTube. I guess it's one of those things where you work and you work and you work, and sooner or later things pay off. And again, I'm hoping that we can all get to that point. That's why I like to do shout outs as much as I can on the channel, trying to make sure that we're all going to have success on this platform. Yep, that's for sure. We have a creamy. It gets used more in warmer months with keto chow. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not really something. I guess ice cream definitely wouldn't be something that I'd be having too much during the winter. That's for sure. Have to go take care. Thank you for coming by, Monica Lynn. I definitely appreciate it. Again, there's lots of great content with all these creators that are here. So if you have a few minutes, you want to go check any of them out, I would definitely suggest going by. We've got so much different content being offered up here. It's covers almost everything. I don't mind watching them, knowing that the content creators, yeah, and that's you guys understand too. I think it's definitely as creators we know the the importance of trying to make something out of it. But again, I'll go down to Ruby's comment in a moment here about them. Everyone's saying good night to Monica and hello to Coastal Waters. Looking at the Ninja multi cooker, it's supposed to replace 14 appliances. I just couldn't see it as my appliances still work well. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely something to consider. I hate ads. It takes away from the video, even though it pays when you watch it. Yeah, and I agree. Again, I have YouTube Premium, so I don't ever get ads that I have to watch. But I do agree, and that's why I'm the only videos that I've monetized are videos that have been posted for a while, and they're not new videos. Just make sure. Seem to be getting out of focus here. Sorry about that. Um, so that's why I try to limit the the ads, especially on new shorter videos. I like to wait a couple of days before I turn on the ads on videos so that people, everyone in the community that I know likes to watch my videos, gives them a chance to watch it before they have to watch any ads. And then after that, I turn it on. But yeah, I completely get it. Like I say, that's why I pay for YouTube Premium. That and my grandkids don't like watching ads when they're watching YouTube either. So replaces 14 appliances. How much was it? 2,000. Yeah, that's crazy. Everyone's still saying goodnight to Monica Lynn. Have a great evening, all. Turning early. Busy day tomorrow. Thank you for coming by, Sharon. I definitely appreciate it. 150 bucks. It was on sale. But if something goes wonky with it, you have nothing else. Yeah, that would be kind of, you know, uh, not a great thing if that was your only sort of appliance that does all those things. Got LB in the house. Thank you for coming by. Definitely appreciate it. LB has been a guest on the channel in the past as well. Her her stories can be found in the podcast playlist. If you look up that video, so it's good to see you. Everyone's saying hi to LB and saying bye to Sharon. So it's good to see everyone here tonight. Like I say, we're here every Thursday night. just talking, just chatting away. Usually we have something to start the conversation with. Today was talking about whether or not keto was for everyone. Again, I don't think the specific ketogenic diet is for, needs to be followed by everyone, but I still think that everyone would benefit from proper human diet, no matter what part of that spectrum you're on, from, just whole foods all the way to carnivore. We can all be better for it. Trying to get rid of the processed foods and just trying to get healthy. Like that's the ultimate goal I have for everyone that I come in contact with here on YouTube, is anyone that wants to make a change and improve their life through diet. That's why I'm here, trying to bring as much information as I can. That's why we're bringing guests on like Paul, who's going to come on in 2 weeks and talk about his journey with type 1 diabetes and how he's able to manage it with a ketogenic lifestyle. I think it's important to get that information out there, and just help people continue to improve their lifestyle, one step at a time. And again, you've been over at Tuber Chat. Kevin, has heard me say many times that I started sort of cold turkey. I started one day to the next. I gave up all the sugars and grains, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You can start one thing at a time. You can just start with giving up one processed food, or if you even change from like regular Coke to Diet Coke. Not going to say that Diet Coke is really better for you or great for you, but it's still better, given the options kind of thing. So, one step at a time. If that's the way that works for you, then I think that's the way you need to approach things, right? So we just need to try and improve whatever we can, because the only lifestyle change or diet that's going to work for anybody is will what you can manage to stick to, right? Like if it's something that you're constantly going to have to battle and you're not happy with, then it's really not worth doing. So what do we got here? Loving the chaffle recipes. Thank you, LB. Definitely appreciate it. Dominic E's in the house. Good to see you. That's all right. We're just hanging out, chatting away. It's just having our Thursday night. If anyone didn't hear, next Thursday at 7:30 p.m., we're going to do another sort of celebration live stream for the channel, hitting 2,000 subscribers and then becoming fully monetized. So next week, we're giving away. I can never do this. We're going to give away these 2 Dash Minis that I have sitting on the shelf back here to 2 lucky winners. Get a couple more people into the Chaffle family. Hopefully that hasn't experienced it yet. So, got my mother requesting them now. Well, they are good. Like I say, if you make a nice crispy mozzarella chaffle, I love them. Like, it's nice, crispy, and the taste is really good. And that's just a basic egg and cheese chaffle. If you want to get really creative with it, like Tiffany from Canadian Family Life did there with her garlic bread chaffles. Again, it's not definitely nothing complicated. Tiffany, I think, will probably tell you that it was really just easy. Like, there's nothing complicated about it, and it just allows you to make something that, again, it's a little step. Again, so if you're having burgers and you want to add something tasty as a bun, whip up a few chaffle buns for your burgers, and it's a little step in that journey, right? And then, and it doesn't have to be boring. It can be fun. Tiffany had her kids involved in mixing them and cooking them. So, it can be fun to do. So, like we say here, chaffles are addictive. Well, that's the plan, Paula. Just trying to get everyone addicted to chaffles so that they keep wanting to see what I'm making. Everyone's saying hello here. We got Peggett E in the house. Thank you for coming by. I definitely appreciate you being here. Like I say, I really appreciate any time that anyone can spend here, even if you're not here for the whole live stream. It all helps more than you know. Gotta try these chips called Wild. They are the bomb, made of chicken breast and egg whites. Yeah, I have a bag of them in my cupboard already. LB. I do like them. They're a good snack for sure. All protein basically. Been feeling worn out, not keeping up on my electrolytes. I did too. I was feeling like crap for a while there, and I couldn't really figure out what it was. And then I started doubling up uh, on my element, and it's helped. I've been feeling better recently because of that. It's you know, it's one of those things too where if you get dehydrated to the point where it starts affecting the way you feel, it can take a little while to get back into the rhythm and start feeling good. So, thank you for that super chat, Peggy E. I definitely appreciate it. Or that's a super sticker, so that's cool. Like I say, not necessarily, but definitely appreciated. Hopefully, everyone's enjoying the content. Again, I'm at this point. It's mostly just a one live stream and one chaffle recipe video each week. Again, I'd like to get into doing um, sort of vlog type videos. It's just I never actually get around to doing them. So, but I'm trying to stay consistent with the live stream and then releasing a chaffle video on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern every week. Once we get rolling and we can keep that consistent, then I'll try and bring in some vlog type videos along with it. In October, obviously, I'm going to be going to Keto Palooza again, so hopefully, I can get some more content out of that conference for you. Now, Neosport for my water. Yeah, that's one option. If you're looking for other suggestions, there's the Element LMNT. There should be if you want to try it out, it's a good electrolyte drink. If you want to try it out, there should be a link in most of my videos that will. It doesn't give you a discount. Unfortunately, I'm not actually, not sponsored by Element, but it'll get you if you do buy it, they'll also send you a sample pack with all their flavors in it. So it's a good option. It gives you basically everything you need throughout the day for hydration. They're not. I will say, just a disclaimer: they're not the cheapest product out there. They're going to be more expensive than the Mia or the Mio, but they come in little stick packs basically, and you just put them in a water bottle and shake it up. They're definitely salty because they're mostly sodium, but they have potassium and magnesium in them as well. So that's just a suggestion. There are other ones out there. Keto Chow has their salty electrolytes as well. Redmond's Relight is another one you can look at. There's a few other ones out there, but that's sort of just three that I know are good, solid products that I can vouch for. Haven't tried some of the other ones out there, so I can't really say whether or not if things don't taste good, you're not going to want to take them, and B, you want to make sure that you're not wasting money on products that don't have all of the electrolytes that you need in them. Brenda Foley in the house. Good to see you, Brenda. Thank you for coming by. Another member of the Keto family. It's the ketogenic or the keto family is far and wide. I definitely appreciate all the support that they've all given me, sort of since day one on the channel. And then everybody from the Tuber Chat family that comes and supports me every week. It's definitely appreciated. I know as creators, we all have that fear that we're going to do a live stream like this. I had that fear when I first started doing live streams too, that nobody was going to show up and you would basically be talking to yourself. But I'm really thankful that I've never really experienced that to the point where it wasn't or was really difficult to do. I've always had great support from all of you coming by here, interacting in the chat, asking questions, having comments, stuff like that. It just makes things much more enjoyable for all of us. Yep, I'm excited for Keto Palooza this year. Last year was my first year, and now I have a better idea of what to expect. I didn't know really what I was expecting last year, and we're actually going to be down there on the Thursday this year. We didn't get there till the Friday last year, but this year we're going to get down there a day early, just so we can check out Louisville a bit more. Spend the day, because the Keto Palooza, the conference itself doesn't start until later in the day on the Friday, so we're going to be driving all day Thursday, but then Friday we're going to try and do basically tour around Louisville to check it out, because last year we got there on the Friday, so I spent Friday and Saturday at the conference, and then we left Sunday morning to go hang around Kentucky for a while. So I didn't really get to see any of Louisville, so that's why this year we want to get down there a bit early. But I'm excited to meet everyone that I didn't meet last year. So yeah, definitely come up and say hi when we're there. I'm going to have lots of stickers with me. I just ordered new stickers. Should be getting those, next week or so. I've got actually got someone's designed a new logo for my channel as well. And I'm getting some shirts and a hoodie and a mug and some stickers made up with that new logo. So I'm excited to show that to you guys. May have that. I'm not sure if we'll have that by next week, but I'll definitely show everyone. Like to give out stickers, anyone that at the events, anyone I see in person, I always give them stickers when I can. Thank you for that, Dominic. I definitely appreciate it. Keep on thriving. Yeah, that's I think we sort of, I don't know how I ever got on to saying that at the end of all my videos, but I think it's important that we keep striving to be our best and to do the best we can with our lifestyles, because it really is amazing how much we can improve our entire lives just with our diet. Okay, we all want to look better in our clothes and we all want to lose weight and all that, but it's not just that. It's our overall ability to thrive as human beings, right? I'm going to be 54 this year, and I feel younger now than I did when I was 40, basically, because that's how crappy I felt when I was that age. So that's why I always end off with that message, hoping that it inspires people to push forward and, do the best they can. This community's always here to support each other. We've got great people here that are always here propping people up, with good words and support. And I definitely appreciate the community that we've built here in over the last 3 years. So Anyhow, we're 8:30. It's after 8:30 now, so we'll probably wrap things up for tonight. Again, don't miss next week's live stream. You do need to be present to comment a certain word when we get there to be entered in the draw to win one of these 2 Dash Mini waffle irons here. So if you want to try your luck on winning those, then come on by and hang out. Like I say, next week we won't put a limit on the time that we're here. I will see if you know, we can also, if you want, if anybody in the chat like that's here right now feels like coming up and hanging out and saying hi and all that, we can do that. I can drop the link for anyone that wants to come up next week. So I'll do that. Like I say, if anyone wants to come up and just hang out and say hi, you're more than welcome to do that. Especially if you're not used to doing live streams, that can be a good way to get, you know, to get the hang of being live on a stream. So, you know, I'm more than willing to help people do that. So yeah, we will see you next week for the celebration. And then don't forget, April 4th, we've got Paul, Defense Wiz, live on the live stream talking about type 1 diabetes and the ketogenic lifestyle. So I'll be excited to hear what he has to say there too. So that's it. As I always say, keep on thriving, my friends. Have a good night.